Hey Tim, David Hoyt here. All right, I figured it would just be easier to make a video to answer these questions because it'd take too long to type. This way you can kind of pick and choose what you want to use. So here's the scoop. All right, when did you first start designing games and puzzles? How did you start your career? All right, here's the scoop. I was working on the floor of the Chicago Board Options Exchange, and I was making money, but just not happy. I wasn't very fulfilled. And I remembered back to when I was in the fourth grade, I said I wanted to be an inventor. And I really wanted to be an inventor when I was in the fourth grade. And I actually worked for quite a while trying to win $1 million for a prize that was offered for anyone who could invent a perpetual motion machine. So I started inventing in the fourth grade. And of course, I was unsuccessful inventing the perpetual motion machine due to the laws of physics, which I didn't quite understand. But it really set me on a motion of trying to be an inventor. So in 1993, I decided to reboot my life, and I quit my job on the floor of the Chicago Board Options Exchange. But what happened is there was a guy, Brian, I can't remember his last name, and he was an investor in Meyer Glass. With Steve Meyer, an offshoot of Marvin Glass. So he was an IBM trader in the IBM pit. And he brought in this game that they had sold to Hasbro. And I think it might have been Pretty Princess. I don't remember. But I was in the IBM pit trading options, and he was in there. And he showed me this game. And I'm like, you mean you can make money inventing games? Well, it looks like I have this big thing on this shadow on my head. It's just a shadow. It looks like I have a big thing up there. Oh, well. So I instantly decided that if people can make money inventing games, that shadow's killing me, that I could do it too. So I gave up everything. I sold all my possessions. I got rid of my one apartment. I basically rebooted my whole life and said I want to be a game inventor. So in 1993, and I gave myself 4 years. And I think this relates to the next question. So my work ethic. I decided I was going to give myself 4 years. So in 1993, I said, all right, I'm going to try this for 4 years. And I was able to just work my butt off because I didn't have any pets. I didn't have a car. I didn't have a wife. I could just work. So I worked probably for 12 hours a day for 4 years. And little by little, I figured out how to be a game inventor. And then in 1997, I actually sold products to Hasbro, Mattel, Tiger Electronics, and Cadico. All in 1 year. So at the very end, I said I'd give myself 4 years. It took 4 years to figure that out. And then what happened is I went in, I think I heard Claire telling the story, but I went into Tribune. I had an idea for a game, a jumble game, and I went into Tribune, and I ended up selling that game to Cadico in partnership with Tribune. It was called Jumble Plus. And then once I got in with Tribune, I realized that they had this great brand that had been around for, at that time, 50 years, and they weren't doing anything with it. So I said, hey, I would like to be your puzzle maker and game inventor. So I invented Jumble Crosswords, then TV Jumble, then Jumble Brainbusters, and then little by little, I just kept working with them to develop Jumble stuff while also selling stuff to Hasbro and Mattel. All right, so that's the long-winded version of how I got started in my career. My work ethic is still crazy. I started this week, what's today? Today's Tuesday. No, last week, I started at 2:30 in the morning on Monday, 3:15 on Tuesday. I slept until 4:15 on Wednesday. You average it out, I'm probably starting by 4 a.m. each day. I don't set the alarm. I love what I do. I just cannot wait to wake up and do it. That's why I get up. I don't necessarily have to get up that early, but I just love what I do so much. I never set the alarm, even if I have a flight. I was going to the airport yesterday early at like 6 a.m. I didn't even set the alarm because I'm always up well before that. I'm getting about 6 hours sleep, I think now, on average. So that works for me. I make about 10 puzzles a day right now. So I'm answering the question, how many puzzles do I create in a day? I have about 10 daily puzzles that take seriously. I don't make them all each day. What I do is I'll make them all. I'll do like one. I'll do the USA Today word roundup. I'll do a month's worth, and then USA Today up and downwards. I'll do a month's worth, and then that's kind of how I do it. But it's about 10 puzzles a day, and it takes a long time. But because I'm starting so early, I can get all that stuff done before most people even get to work. And it's just because I love doing it. And then, it's not a question on here, but to talk about my new Word Search World Traveler app, I love being a teacher. Right now we have all this programming going on with the Chicago Public School, or we're in one school, Volta, and I love going there. I love working with kids. I love teaching. I don't know why. It's really ridiculous, but I really just get a lot out of it. And when I go and play Giant Word Winder and Giant Math Winder with kids and see them respond to it and see the teachers respond to it, it really moves me. Like I just love it. And now what's happening with my new app, Word Search World Traveler, is I'm getting feedback from parents and teachers and people in all over the world, or from all over the world. And I feel so fortunate to be able to kind of feel this way and know that like parents in Mongolia are playing this with their kids, and in Namibia, which is it's just amazing. So I really do I'm so thrilled to be a part of the Education Foundation. Claire is doing an amazing job. I originally thought, when I set out on my career, I wanted to do everything myself. That was my thing. Everything had to be done. I wanted to control it all. And what I realize is that now what I'm doing with the Education Foundation, I need a lot of help. And I used to say I want to be the best at everything that I do. I want to be the best puzzle inventor, the best game inventor, the best tennis player, or whatever it was. And now, later on in my life, I'm realizing that when it comes to the education part, the education games and the Education Foundation, I'll never be the best at it. There are people that are way better at it than I will ever be. And what I need to be doing is I need to try my best. So I've shifted from I need to be the best to I need to try my best. And I need to team up with people who are better at it than I am. And that's what we're trying to do with the Education Foundation, is team up with people who really know what they're doing, because there's no way for us to know what we're doing. Claire is doing an incredible job, but we're learning as we go. And, we're appreciating all the help, including the help that you're giving us right now, helping to get the word out. So I just want to say thank you so much for that. I hope that I've answered all your questions. And if there's anything that I haven't, I'll be seeing you in Nuremberg, possibly tomorrow. All right. Thanks. Bye.